This is the Excellent Sports Adventure.
Well, it's amazing what can happen when you get a chance to hit the reset button after a horrific start to the season. Alek Manoah had a brief start in the minors, returned to the big club facing the Tigers in Detroit. Manoah mowed him down, allowed just one run on 5 hits over 6 innings with 8 strikeouts and no walks. Offensively, big hit Whit got it done. All-star Whit Merrifield went deep for the 3rd time in 2 games. 3-run rip. He drove in 4 on the night. Jays throttled the Cats 12-2. Here's what the manager thought about his starter.
I think it was 8 strikeouts, didn't walk anybody. Really, I think the inning they scored in was some soft contact and, finished on a high note. I thought he was really good between delivery, his tempo, and kind of just overall, it was just good to have the big fella back in the dugout.
Now, the Jays went hitless in the next game, but in the rubber, Danny Jansen came through with his clutch beauty, a 2-out, 2-run belt in the 9th. That ties the game. Then in the 10th, Nathan Lucas off the bench slashes one toward the corner. He thought it was going to be foul. No, it's fair, Nathan. Dalton Varsho scoots all the way around from first. Jays come back to win in thrilling fashion, 4-3. Great way to head into the All-Star break, and Jordan Romano got it to save, his 26th. The Markham native was named to the American League All-Star team for the 2nd time. Meanwhile, Kevin Gausman has chosen to pass on the festivities. Vlad Guerrero didn't take a pass. The Jay slugger was front and center in the home run derby with manager John Schneider throwing the baseballs. Guerrero knocked off Mookie Betts in round 2. Julio Rodriguez of the hometown Mariners went down in round 2 in the 2nd round. Then in the final, facing the red-hot Randy Rosarino of the Rays, Vlad pounds out 25 big flies. That's a final round record, 2 better than Rosarino, and Vlad joins his father, who won the title 16 years before. First father-son duo to get it done, first Jay to get it done. Now, the Jays took a kid with some upside in the Major League draft, grabbing Arjun Nimala in the 1st round, 20th overall, a 17-year-old shortstop out of a Florida high school, who said to have it all: power, arm, strength, defensive instincts. Some have suggested he could be the next Carlos Correa.
It's an organization that's pretty good at developing young hitters.
Well, after getting dropped by the Argos, the BC Lions jumped right back into the win column. Yes, indeed, the 3-1 Lions home to the 2-1 Alouettes. Lions on the move. Dominic Davis in for short yardage, and he's going to walk in for the score. Vernon Adams Jr. scrambles out of the pocket, puts up a perfect ball for Javon Cote. That was sweet. Lions roll over the Owls 35-19. Red Blacks in Hamilton. Matthew Schultz swings it out to Tyreek McAllister. He gets a block. He slips a tackle. This guy can downright fly down the sideline. See ya. 64-yard score. The Ticats roared back for their first win of the season, 21-13 over Ottawa. In Regina, it looked like the Elks would finally get that first W, but with 1 minute to go, Trevor Harris finds Mitchell Picton. The Rough Riders finally find the end zone. They got 2 points on the kickoff to take the lead on a point on the kickoff. Then Taylor Cornelius is picked up by Nick Marshall to seal the deal as the Riders take it 12-11. Well, it was a heck of a match, and the Canadian men's soccer team almost squeezed into the semifinals in CONCACAF Gold Cup. It was 2-2 through regulation and extra time, but the Americans ultimately succeeded 3-2 in penalties. Still a reason for Canada to be optimistic. Toronto FC, meanwhile, remains winless under new coach Terry Dunfield, and well before that, of course, a 1-0 loss to St. Louis. Montreal lost to Atlanta. The Vancouver Whitecaps fell to rival Seattle 3-2, with the winner coming in injury time.
Marvelous Mark Smithers got a chance to fight for a pro title in front of the hometown faithful. A packed house here in Barrie, and the marvelous one did not disappoint.
Smithers facing Jose De Leon Yeso, a tough veteran from Mexico. Smithers uses his reach, speed, and superior skills to take control of this fight from start to finish.
For your winner by unanimous decision, and new IBO America's Superlightweight Champion,
Pride of Barrie earns a unanimous decision to claim the IBO America's Super Lightweight belt and is still undefeated at 12-0. A sensational fight in the semi-main event. Josh "the Boss" Wagner of Orangeville, with a furious finish, had the crowd on their feet. Wagner earns a unanimous decision over Argentina's Williams Herrera to capture the IBO America's welterweight belt. He improves to 16-0.
At the fights here, look at all these legends. Lucas Body, Brian Mack, you know about that.
These guys are my best friends of all time.
Josh Dubs O'Reilly of Hamilton improved to 18-1 with a victory over a tough Mexican opponent, Alexis de la Cruz. Brampton's Joshua Hellraiser Fraser is now 8-0 after a convincing win over a durable Jose Angel Rosales of Mexico.
Goddamn waitress over here, man. Do something.
And now our shot of the week. A great drive set up an excellent second shot and a birdie on a very tough hole at Sleepy Hollow.
God damn it.
4!
Patricia going forward into it. You're in the par 5 11th. That's way up there over the hill. That is going to be close. She'll be putting for eagle.
The shot of the week is brought to you by Sleepy Hollow Country Club. 60 years of tradition, providing a challenging and enjoyable golf experience just minutes from Toronto.